That's my comment. What's that mean? This is your
White, right?
Right.
But Brandon Tatum taking a stand against Nolan Wells is going to help his.
No, you said it yesterday. White people that support black people lose support, and black people that denigrate black people gain support.
Pick the menu out.
Wait. You said you talked to Joe Biden?
I talked to Joe Biden.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
When was the last time you talked to Joe Biden?
I talked to him at the Christmas party.
You got invited to Joe Biden's Christmas party?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got invited to the Easter thing, but I didn't want my daughter. I mean, so I like Joe.
Okay.
How much does racism affect me? Okay, I'm a 60-year-old black rich dude.
Racist to be president. George Clooney never talked about, in that whole article, he didn't mention Project 2025 once. Neither did Stephanopoulos. None of them did. But you're going to tell me how somebody's old?
The polls are showing a downward spiral.
That is not true.
Joe Biden.
That is not true.
Well, it is.
That is not true.
Every poll, DL, is showing that. But
they're virtually where they were. The polls are virtually where they were.
No, they're not.
That's not.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They're just not. And you can look at the CBS poll, look at the CNN poll. He is losing in every battleground state now.
Polls aside.
So the point I'm making is the people who are saying that Joe Biden's mental acuity is just not there anymore are not supporting Donald Trump, at least in the Democratic Party.
Your point is that the mass media tends to be more liberal.
They want to defeat Donald Trump, but they don't think Joe Biden can do it.
There's a decided difference between somebody being disappointed with the outcome of election and having a disastrous result from it. So if we're going to have conversations, let's have conversations what is really at stake. The worst that would happen is if Joe Biden couldn't do it, a very competent, capable woman would step in and do it.
Your point is stick with the incumbent because history shows you have a better chance with the incumbent. And if it doesn't, and if he can't continue, you have a good backup. So
what is
you're riding with Biden.
What is the worst that can happen?
What Democrats are saying, the worst that can happen is that Joe Biden, the handwriting is on the wall, and he's going to lose the election.
Ain't I a Democrat? Don't I talk to millions of Democrats all the time? And all of this hand-wringing, one of the reasons Democrats have problems, because they oftentimes look like feckless cowards. Conversations, and not one mention the remedy, which you already have, is that a competent vice president who's already leading in the polls would take over. It's a false narrative. You've never mentioned that. Right now, make a president in this close election a lame duck. It's stupid.
Because he would lose to Trump.
I'm bored with all of this hand-wringing. What it is the fight we have. If he stays, then I got to find a way, and people got to find a way to win. If the worst that can happen is that Kamala Harris takes over. The worst that can happen. The worst. You don't have to give him the power of the incumbency and this. And if you're going to have a conversation about how old he is, have a conversation about how old they want to take this country back to.